Hi everyone, and welcome to Booked Up, a TV show featuring the adult collection and programs at the Peters Township Library. I'm Diane, the circulation manager.
I'm Sydney, program and outreach coordinator for adults.
I'm Dani, I work in the adult services department.
And I'm Mary, head cataloger.
Well, can you guys believe that this is our third holiday show? No. Yes, and to celebrate, the gals from Book Buzz sent this over for you, Dani.
The other library TV show. So it might be sabotage, we don't know.
Oh,
well, we're coming up on the last few.
Yeah, this is what you wanted. Be
Yes.
serious now.
Yes. We're coming up on the last few weeks of both of our reading challenges, so it's time to find a book for those more challenging letters. I'm reading my Q book right now, and I'm down to my last letter in X. So I've got a book picked out, XOXO. It's also the last month for the Bibliophile Challenge. December's challenges include reread a personal favorite. I'm not sure I can narrow it down to just one book. Do you guys have a favorite?
Oh, never just one.
Yeah, that's a horrible
Yeah, I
question to ask.
I know.
We do
Death Be
not.
Not Proud by John Gunther.
Okay, we know
there
what
you
you're
go.
reading.
Yeah.
Read a cozy mystery. Who doesn't love a good cozy mystery? We have a lot to choose from in this genre, and the titles are the best. I think we're going to have a slide.
The titles are punny.
And our little elf is there featuring some of our selections.
I don't need this.
Your
Six
hair looks
cats
so
a
good.
slaying. So those are just a few of the cozy mysteries that we have. I'm sure we'll have a display at the library.
Presented by Dani the elf.
Or you can read a book that takes place in the Southern Hemisphere. That includes most of South America, most of Africa, parts of Asia, and the island nations of Oceania, including Australia and New Zealand. I printed this up for Sydney. So when you put in she's gonna plot
Yes.
and make sure you don't go too far north.
gotta check
Antarctica is
check
okay.
it.
Yes,
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 yes.
So,
I
so
think
be
that
careful
we'll
with what
accept,
you choose.
if it's on the equator, we'll take it.
Okay. Just you never know what Sydney's going to rule out. So, what happens when we're done? When the Bibliophile Challenge is over? Like,
You take your hand and you reach back.
Pat yourself.
No, we have about 13 people right now who have done every month
my
of the
gosh.
challenge so far.
That's amazing.
That is
So we
amazing.
talked with Sarah Quinn, our Makerspace Technology Librarian, and we're going to do some personalized, little awards for them.
Oh, okay.
And then for the A to Z challenge, if you've read at least 20 of the letters / number, you should be getting an invitation soon for our A to Z wrap party.
Okay.
And we'll be talking a little bit more about that in a bit.
This is actually the first year that I will have completed the A to Z challenge. And
Hey, congrats.
You take that hand.
I know.
I'll clap for you. We'll help.
yeah, I usually start off strong for things and then,
Yeah.
kind of peter out. I was hoping that, I'd get a bunch of pats on the back and maybe a day off with pay. Is that in the works?
Never.
That's
No.
not. We
Never.
don't get to make those decisions.
We'll call Paul.
Oh, okay. Oh, well then. I also wanted to remind everyone that we have a great collection of both Christmas movies and music. This year we are going to move our Christmas CDs onto a display that will be over in the DVD selection near the Christmas movies. So everything kind of all together. And as with every year, we also have whole new selections of Christmas books from some of your favorite authors.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, everyone. I don't know this happens.
Some of the recent acquisitions are highlighted, and also a new Hanukkah book.
That's good.
I love the David Rosenfeld books. They're so cute.
They're so cute.
The dogs. Yeah. So we have gotten some in. You may have noticed that some of the books that you have been waiting for are taking a little bit longer to come in this year. Mary, can you talk a little bit about some of the delays that we've been having in getting the new books?
Yeah, we've been experiencing delivery delays recently from our book supplier. they've been backlogged at least 2 to 3 weeks per order at a time. And the reason for this is that one of the major national book distributors, Baker and Taylor, suddenly went out of business.
Yeah.
So consequently, our distributor that we use has had to absorb a lot of Baker and Taylor orders, and that's slowed down the entire supply chain. But my topic today is not about the holidays. I decided to talk about, randomly, dirty and damaged books.
That's so festive.
Listen, people eat a lot of cookies. They drink a lot of wine. There's a very
There are a
good
lot of
possibility
accidents,
books
yes,
get
holiday
messed up
accidents.
over the holidays.
Besides cataloging and book processing in the technical service department, we also provide book maintenance by mending and cleaning books. Our book processor, Nancy, is a book mending guru. She can fix anything. So we're like a book hospital, and Nancy is the lead doctor. I thought it might be interesting for our viewers to see some examples of the damage, and we have some photos to show you. And the first example is of a torn page. These are really common in children's books because toddler hands just don't have the fine motor skill to pinch or grasp the top right corner of the book and turn it carefully to the left. Instead, they kind of palm the book in the heel of their hand and they shove it to the side, the page to the side, and that ends up ripping it. And then parents and grandparents try to mend this themselves. They'll grab the cellophane tape out of the drawer and tape it up and bring it back and hope that we don't notice. We advise you not to do this. We have special book repair tape that does not yellow over time the way that ordinary tape does. So when you return a book to us, please just report it to the circulation desk staff. It's good for us to catch small tears before they become large ones.
We do charge a small fee for damage like this, but it goes towards our overall expenses, like the tape and
paying
Nancy.
Well, our book repair supply costs have increased in recent years. Basically, back when COVID happened, there was a big jump. It's very important that repair supplies are acid-free because contact with acidic substances eats away at book surfaces. The next example of what we deal with is broken bindings. It's a common issue. These result from normal wear and tear of the book, and the possibility increases as the book ages and it gets borrowed from us over and over again. So we usually don't charge the patron for binding repairs. You can see here that one or a few pages can come loose or fall out of the book. So we've got the travel book with only like 3 pages out of it, and then we have a complete binding break on the one in the middle. The entire cover comes off. And you can see Dani is standing on a wooden dowel. You can see on the book that's been taped back together, the glue is in there, the rubber bands are on it, and those dowels help to keep the cover in place. That dowel was actually made by the husband of one of our volunteers. He gave us a whole set of dowels because he had a home lathe in his woodwork shop. Oh, cool. And he made those for us, so we use that all the time. Although more expensive book glue is available, we're showing you a craft glue there, the tacky glue. This is acid-free and it dries clear. So once the repair has been made, you can't see it like with the white color. You would see where the repair was. And then going on to cleaning books, often books just need to be cleaned. And the most common thing that we use is this all-purpose blue liquid, and that's on the next slide as well, the cleaner and just ordinary rags. And this blue stuff reminds me of Windex from my Big Fat Greek Wedding. It cures everything.
Yes, it does. And a swollen elbow.
Yeah, and we use Goo Gone for sticky stuff, and Dani's standing on one of our erasers. We have erasers of various types for erasing pages. That colorful thing is actually a brick. And another volunteer of ours, we had an ordinary brick, but she made a beautiful cover for it because she sews, and it keeps the rough surface of the brick from catching on things, so it's very helpful. And you'll also see there the sandpaper block, and on the dirty side of that book there that is displayed, after we use the sandpaper on that, it will no longer be brown. It will be clean and be a light shade of beige.
Really?
So you can make an older book look younger by doing that.
What do you do with the brick?
The brick is to put on top of the glued books to hold them down while they're drying. It takes about 48 hours for the book to dry. And Diane, what's your biggest dirty book complaint?
Oh, that gritty beach sand under the cellophane
In
covers.
the summertime, yes, people take their library books with them on vacation, and some of them come back with sand under the cover or between the pages of the book, and they can have sunscreen
Oh, they're
smudges.
greasy feelings.
Yes.
from the
Well,
sunscreen.
Diane likes the smell of sunscreen.
do.
It makes her long.
But not on a
Okay.
not on a
long
book
for the
though.
beach.
Not on a book.
She longs for the beach.
I don't normally smell all the stains.
What do they taste like?
I wouldn't advise that. Okay.
No.
Stains and liquid damage on books are more problematic. This is our next picture. The most common of these is the brown stain. Can you name that stain?
No.
It is probably coffee. It could be tea, or it could be a certain brand of brown color soft drink. We really don't do much with these. Patron may actually be charged full replacement price for the book. It just depends on how extensive the liquid damage is. We also have gotten books back that have been damaged with clear water. There was one woman who dropped it in a puddle right outside the library door.
She's almost there. Almost there.
She almost made it in. The problem is the pages swell up and push open the covers of the book, and the surface of the pages waves and crumples, so there is a point at which it becomes unreadable. We would ask that you please not purchase a replacement for us, because that book that you checked out might be an older edition that we would just withdraw anyway. So with the fine money, instead, we have the flexibility to purchase a replacement or put it toward another book in our collection. And back on that picture again, some return books even have biological substances on them.
Oh, Mary, are we going there?
She went there.
Like
She did go
blood.
there. Oh.
And we're not sure that's what that is. That's a pretty heavy bleed if that's the case.
Yeah, please put those in a plastic bag if you bring them back.
Yes,
or
Diane
don't bring them back.
Don't bring
just
them
pay
back.
for them.
You can always call the circulation desk and say, hey, my cat peed on a book. And you know, they'll help you deal with that. Okay. There can also be burns on a book, like cigarette burns. And after working a couple of decades in the library, I can say cigarette burns are not as frequent as they used to be. So fewer people are smoking. We can usually just put a note in the book. If we can still read the words where the burn is, we just put a note saying that we noted that. And so those are just some of the common things.
Well, I want to know about the smell box that you have.
The smelly box, yes. I think we have a picture of this too, don't we?
Danny's in a smelly
It is.
box.
Come on, the formal term is charcoal box. This is in case you have a smelly book. We can deodorize them. First, we carefully check the pages. Sometimes there's mold, and you can see little tiny black dots on the pages of the book. We don't want that. We discard it immediately, because if you shelve that back in the collection, it will infect the books adjacent to it. So if they're only smelly rather than moldy, we put them in this plastic container. That pouch that you see is activated charcoal. This is one used in fish aquarium filters. So we have 2 of those in the box. We put a layer of paper towels on the top, put the book in pages side down on top of the paper towel, close that up, and then let it sit for 2 weeks. You can actually use charcoal briquettes at home if you have them. Just don't use the charcoal briquettes that have the lighter fluid in them. So
Easily combust.
that
a whole
would not be
other
good.
problem.
Once removed, if the book doesn't pass the sniff test, you can return it for another 2 weeks. If it doesn't pass it after that, it's probably never going to smell better. But for our patrons at home, ordinary sunlight can reduce the smell of an old book. You open up the book outside, page side up facing the sun, let it air out. Keep an eye on the weather. Don't let it get rained on. Bring it in overnight so that fog and dew don't make it wet, and then just keep putting it out. It may take a few days of sunshine to reduce the smell of books from Grandma's basement.
Yeah, and if you have 20 cats, smoke 2 packs a
Oh,
day.
the cats
We
again.
know who you are. You're not fooling anybody.
yes.
Your books go right into the smelly box.
People who
Don't
smoke.
call out Dani like that.
People who
She
smoke.
only has 18 cats.
Well, people who smoke don't realize
Yeah,
No.
how
it's
that
true.
can reach. And we have our final slide, which is a picture of the worst damaged book that we've ever seen. So they should be able to show this one. The patron brought this into us. She told us that she fell asleep reading this book and forgot that she was in, that the book fell in between the sheets. She gathered up her sheets and washed the book with the sheets. Now, she could have just claimed that she lost this book, but we really appreciate that she came in and showed it and fessed up and told us what actually happened. So that's the worst, but the funniest has happened twice to me while I've worked here. Books with bite marks. We do regularly receive little board books with bite marks on them, made by toddler humans. And other books in our collection have been bitten and torn by the family dog. But twice we have received back specifically puppy training books with bite marks in them, as if the puppy is giving us
I'm not doing
a
that.
book review.
Yeah, 1 star. Do not recommend.
Yeah, and Dianne gave, I don't know if our camera crew will be able to focus in on this, but Dianne gave me this one that came in yesterday.
Oh.
It is another library's book, and you can see that the saliva from this dog was a very slobbery dog.
Yeah.
It's already wrecking the book as if it were a liquid stain. And swelling up, and then you can see that it's more than bite marks. So this book is toast, and we are going to return it to the
I asked her
library
if she
that
wanted
came
to take it home so he could finish it, but she didn't. She
and
left it with
it's
us.
actually on theme.
Yeah, it's a Christmas book.
It's a Christmas book.
Aw.
So there you go.
There
That's
weren't
it.
enough dogs in there for
And I got through the whole presentation without saying a single Dewey number.
Oh.
Did you notice?
You did.
Would you like one? Just
Yes,
Yes.
please.
okay.
Lay a Dewey on it.
025.7 is book repair and preservation.
Okay.
You were ready with that.
That's
was.
amazing.
I
That's
feel like
really
we
good.
were
I
set up
heard
a
zero
little
and I was
bit.
like, is it Bigfoot? Is it Bigfoot?
Honestly, Mary, that's really interesting. It's almost like an art form. It's like preserving, like in
I
a
have no art.
museum.
It's all Nancy.
Yeah.
Nancy is a gifted
That's
bookmender.
Also, what are you people doing with your library books? That's a lot to do. What are you? Just read them. Open up and read them. Well, says the one that spilled a whole cup of coffee and it could not be repaired, and I did have to buy
I
it.
paid for a few
yes,
myself.
yes,
I've
I
paid for-
for quite a few.
The
library
toddler
books.
tears, that's been me.
Yeah, mine is the coffee.
Well,
I'm
what's
gonna-
going on in your neck of the woods? Wait, that's the Today Show. Never
For the
mind.
holidays.
No,
For the
she's
holidays
El-
coming
no,
up.
she's El Roker all of a sudden. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. I'm so
Well,
sorry.
here's what you missed on Glee. We had our big adults only Halloween party, our Halloweenies event in October. It was magical. We had like 140 adults out
That
for
was
it.
wonderful.
A blast. We've been doing Civil War stuff. It's continuing. It's been very civil, very war-y. We had one last night with a professor from Robert Morrison University talking about the Pennsylvania bucktails, and that'll continue. I think we've got 2 more left. Our Civil War craft program on December 6th, and then Monday, December 15th, a Learn and Lunch with General Grant. Not his ghost, a reenactor will be there.
Darn.
So excited for a second.
So he'll be talking about General Grant during the Civil War, not President Grant later, just General Grant. And then he'll be sitting down and having lunch with us afterwards. So it'll be fun. And then some people probably saw, but we do not have the bell ringers this year. So the individual who leads that group has to have surgery in early December. So no bell ringers, but later on in December, we are going to host our own Community Carols event where Dianne is going to get up and sing to all of us.
Now, everyone tells me I have such a great singing voice.
Wearing this hat and her rocket costume.
Oh, I'm going to borrow Danny's little elf costume.
It is cute. I'm not gonna
Very
lie.
cute.
It is a cute elf costume.
Yeah, and like Dianne mentioned earlier, our A to Z is wrapping up. So we've got our A to Z wrap party coming up in December. We'll have some prizes for the people who finished and don't
Correct.
make it to the party or pick theirs up
Correct.
later.
As Sydney said, if you have participated in our A to Z, you would have to have completed at least 20 letters at this point in time. You will receive an email invitation if you hit those qualifying markers. And we're going to be at Just About Winery on Sunday, December 14th from 2 to 4. Those, are, like I said, are for participants that have at least logged 20 of the alphabet, and number books to it. There will be some prizes to celebrate our bibliophiles. because they're, it's a hard challenge.
That was harder. That was
Yes,
harder.
and it was
Yeah,
fun.
I did fun ones, but
I
not
think
others.
we have a record number of people participating in
Yeah.
our A to Z this year, if I'm not mistaken. So good job, everybody.
Yeah.
And shall I go, or do you want to talk about oh no, it is me now. Okay, I'm going to go. So I'm going to say this. I came here today for a purpose, not to be picked on by these two, not
Or to
Mary,
wear-
Mary,
wear a
or
silly
to
hat.
wear a hat, or to be an elf, or to have 30 books piled on top of me like last time. I'm like, I'm coming for a very specific reason. As we're
So
talking
let me
about-
interrupt her.
So we will have an A to Z again next year, but with the new year, a lot of people, want to challenge themselves with new books, or they want to start join in a book club, or have a hard time finding new books. So I am here to talk about one of my favorite things about the library is our book clubs. If you do not know, or you do already know and need a refresher, the library currently has 4 library-sponsored book clubs.
For adults.
For adults, that's correct, yes. We work in the adults, so obviously the
There
adult
are
department.
additional ones for children.
That is
but
true,
We
that
don't
is
care
true.
about
We do.
children here.
Okay, I'm not going to say that, but yes, that is true. Four library-sponsored book clubs. We have our afternoon, our evening, our mystery, and our books and brews. Evening book club is the second Wednesday of each month. It starts at 6:30 in the library. Afternoon is the
Do we want to look at?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Here is our slides. So our three of our book clubs have already made their selections for 2026. So you can see right there we have a lovely mix of books in our evening book club.
Oh, Flowers for Algernon. We were
Yes,
just
I
talking
know.
about that.
Listen, I'm so excited about all of the book club picks, but you can see that's evening book club, second Wednesday of every month, meets in the library in the reading room. I can tell you all of our book clubs are very well attended. You're going to get an average of at least 10 to 12 people, if not more, in each book club. Then we can move on to our afternoon book club. Perfect, there we go. So those are our 2026 picks. That's the third Wednesday of every month, 1 o'clock upstairs in the reading room. Again, we have some classics there. We have some good nonfiction. You'll see there in November, and for our book clubs where that, if you haven't heard, our novel November author for 2026 is Catherine Center. And then we can move on to, I believe, Mystery Book Club we have next. There we go. There's Mystery Book Club 2026. They are the last Tuesday of every month at 1:30. They obviously just do mystery books. So all of their stuff is always mystery. That's what they like to do. They have a very good crowd as well. We also have our Books and Brews book club. We don't have a slide because they are picking for 2026 in December in just a couple weeks.
but
we do have our January book.
In January, we'll be doing the Ministry of Time, and then in February, we'll be doing everything you want to know about Indians, but we're too afraid to ask. This one was originally on our slate for November, but because we had Novel of November that night, it got pushed back. But then, yeah, like Dani said, in December, we're voting for the rest of 2026.
Correct. And our Books and Brews actually takes place off-site. That is the first Thursday of every month at Monday's Brewing from 7 to 8 o'clock. That is our biggest attended book club. I mean,
think our record has been 38 people
Yes,
at that
yes,
book club,
yes.
which
Nice,
is
you do it at a local brewery
Yes.
right here in
Yeah.
Peters
Yeah.
Township.
But I'm also super excited to announce we have a new book club coming that will be starting in January. Thank you for the drum roll, much appreciated. The second Saturday of every month is going to be the Bestsellers Book Club. I'm very excited about this. It's actually going to take place in the morning, so hopefully some people that are not free in the evenings, we're all very busy, or in the afternoons can come on a Saturday morning. So bring your coffee, bring your tea. We are going to have some snacks. Our first book for January is going to be Broken Country by Claire Leslie Hall. Did I say that right? I forgot. I have too many
those
books.
three
Yes.
name ones are
Yes,
hard.
Claire Leslie Hall, that's correct. And then for February, we have already picked the newer Frida McFadden book that just got released October, I believe it was, The Intruder. So very excited to start another book club. This is a great way to, again, challenge yourself to maybe read some books that you would not necessarily pick up something different for you. It's a great way to have a good discussion, meet a new group of people.
Some adult conversation.
Correct. There's always a friendly face at the book clubs. I love a book club. I think they're so important for community. So please come join us at the library. It's just a great opportunity. And if you can't make it, still, these are some great selection of books. So if you want some more information, they're all listed there. You can take a look and see what our local book clubs are reading.
There's one more book discussion that we're kind of adding on. So the Pittsburgh Arts and Lecture, they do like a series of 10 speakers or authors that they bring in. So in February, they are bringing in Calvin Duncan and Sophie Cole. I just have my little piece of paper, but Calvin and Sophie wrote The Jailhouse Lawyer. So Calvin was tried and found guilty of murder whenever he was 18 or 19 years old and spent a long time in jail before it was completely overturned and he was exonerated. He actually just won election to be the records clerk, or the clerk for Louisiana, or for New Orleans, where he lives. Sorry. So they're hosting this, and we're going to host a discussion. Anyone's welcome to come. It's not going to be part of our regular book clubs, but people who come and participate in this can get a free ticket to go hear at the author's talk, or they can come watch it whenever it's recorded with us later.
This is part of the Western PA Book Read. So we are not the only library that's taking part in this. There's a few Allegheny County libraries, as well as some Allegheny County bookstores that are taking part of this. For more information, you can, I believe, just go onto the Arts and Lecture series to find out more information. But we are very excited to be able to bring this. So hopefully fairly soon we will have copies available of this book. We'll put some more information on display. And then right now we're currently working on a date to invite people to come and join in this talk. And then hopefully we're hoping to be able to screen his talk as well as part of the 10 series, because they do make their recordings available. So we're hoping to work that out as well. But really excited to be a part of something like this.
Wrongful conviction's been a really compelling topic.
Yes,
So I'm glad to see that.
Yeah. Well, that was a lot of good information today. Just a lot of information.
Back to you, Diane.
Well, we hope everyone has a great holiday. Stop in the library. We're going to be decking the halls soon, and
decking
not just
decking
Dani. Decking Dani.
Very good.
We'll be back in a couple of months with another edition of Booked Up.
I won't be. They just
Yes,
take them. No, they don't. I'm not coming back. They just make fun of me. I'm out.
In the meantime,
more
let
hats.
us help you get booked up with new library programs, clubs, and books. The Peters Township Library is open Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Friday, Saturday from 9 to 4. The library is closed on Sundays and on Wednesday, December 24th, Thursday, December 25th. We're closing at 4 p.m. on Wednesday, December 31st, and we're closed for my birthday on Thursday, January 1st. But don't worry, we're always open online at ptlibrary.org. See you at the library.
See you then. Happy holidays, everybody.